Jeffrey Preston Bezos is an American internet businessman, industrialist, media owner, and investor. He is best known as the founder, CEO, and president of Amazon, a multinational technology firm. Hello viewers, welcome to Exponential Luxuries, a place of exploring luxurious and financial horizons. Let's get into the details of Jeff Bezos' life. Since 2017, Bezos, the first centibillionaire on the Forbes Wealth Index, has been the richest person globally and was named the richest man in modern history after his net worth increased in July 2018 to $150 billion. According to Forbes, he is the first individual in history to have a net worth exceeding $200 billion. As an option, billionaires and millionaires often make purchases that we sometimes ignore. In the middle of nowhere in Texas, would we buy the Washington Post, or an extravagant private jet, or a clock that would count for 10,000 years or a few miles underground? Bezos purchased the Washington Post in 2013 for $250 million. The newspaper has flourished under his ownership, adding over 200 employees and surpassing 1 million digital subscribers. Well, if you're Jeff Bezos, you're doing all that stuff, and you're sure to recognize the bold, smiling face by now, and you probably have a few dozen Amazon boxes lying around your house that you intended to recycle weeks ago. Well, that little company, Amazon, led Jeff Bezos to becoming the richest man on Earth. Amazon itself is worth $9 billion, and it has accrued an incredible fortune in the stock markets as well. So for Jeff Bezos, if he spends $20 every second, put this into perspective, it would take him 177 years, 2 months, 29 days to spend all of his money. Now, while Jeff spends more than $20 a day and he does have a Honda agreement, he is far from being frugal. We're going to take a look today at how Jeff Bezos spends his crazy amount of company money. Almost all of us want his mansion, and we want to buy the jets that he flies. Well, you could snatch up more than one miserable haul if you're Jeff Bezos. Try 3 villas, a DC townhouse, and a massive ranch. In the United States, rivaling forestry companies and even farms, Jeff Bezos owns so much real estate, he is the 25th largest landowner in the US. In Washington state, you'll find Bezos' first important purchase property. A few miles away from Washington's wealthy CEOs, which include Bill Gates of Microsoft fame, you'll see Bezos and his wife put down a $10 million investment for a 20,600 square foot home on a 5.3 acre waterfront for a 5-bedroom house. The home has a swimming pool and many elegant features that you can expect in a mansion. But that's not enough. 7 years later, a neighboring home was purchased. An additional 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms cost the couple over $50 million, and it was in an 8,300 square foot home. In addition, the house was renovated in 2010 for a whopping $28 million. There's little known about the inside of the 2 houses, but there is an odd feeling that every room probably has an Alexa. This $88 million investment is 88 times the average American will make in their entire life. But Bezos is anything but ordinary. He went back to buy the most important home in Washington, D.C. for $23 million. The property is a former textile mill that is over 100 years old, 11 bedrooms with 25 bathrooms, 3 kitchens, and a massive ballroom. When Bezos wants to escape the DC traffic, he can go to his 30,000 acre ranch in Texas, and he can slap on his cowboy boots and experience a little southern charm. In September 2000, Bezos founded a human spaceflight startup company, Blue Origin. Bezos has long expressed an interest in space travel and human life development in the solar system. His ranch is worth millions of dollars, having recently been renovated, and of course is home to the space exploration company of Blue Origin, ran by Jeff. It was, however, mostly purchased to provide some planning space for his children during the summer. In Beverly Hills, Bezos also owns a $24.45 million mansion compound. He chose to buy the one mansion and then added in a neighboring one for $12.9 million, making it worth $37.3 million for the monster property. The property has 13 bedrooms between the 2 houses, 11 baths, giving them a mighty kingdom to roam about. One Beverly Hill home, however, was not enough for Bezos. He reportedly purchased the most expensive home ever sold in the Warner estate in Los Angeles in February 2020. Bezos is estimated to having paid a startling $165 million for the estate, topping the record for not only LA, but California in total. In 1937, Jack Warner, one of the founders and Warner Brothers, built the Warner estate. It has undergone several renovations since then and has passed through several wealthy hands. With 2 large guest houses, 2 pools, a spa, and a tennis court, a motor court with gas pumps, and even a 9-hole golf course, the dimensions are 13,600 square feet. The home interior has 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, a cinema bar, and fitted with floors once owned by Napoleon himself. And yes, again, the estate was constructed in 1937 by Jack Warner, one of those famous Warner Brothers. Now, for most people, flying in a private plane will make it difficult to fly on a regular jet again. Well, Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos have been spotted together off the coast of Italy on super yachts and in Wimbledon since they began dating. Recently, Bezos pitched a lavish week-long birthday for Lauren that covers a party with celebrities such as Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry of the high-profile list. The birthday week ended with a romantic trip on a private yacht to take a little dip in the water. There's no doubt that on these trips, Bezos will spend more on a little bit of toast than most individuals will spend on a whole week of food. He's known to pick unique foods for his menu, often choosing stuff like octopus for breakfast. Well, this was a one-time thing, and he said, allegedly, that there was something that he had never had on the menu that he just had to get. A few other places where the wealthy can spend their money, beside fancy meals, expensive planes, and lavish properties, mainly it's on your company ventures. And you can put your money into some other companies when you're as wealthy as Bezos. Bezos has invested in a nonprofit organization based out of San Francisco. The company is building a 500-foot tall clock that runs on day and night thermal cycles and is intended to last 10,000 years. The clock was built on the ranch estate of Bezos, and it is buried within a mountain underground, and it is intended to symbolize long-term thinking. All of this was also included to be a part of Blue Origin, which, of course, is Bezos' space exploration business. With an introduction that would allow humans to colonize space, the firm focuses on vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. The business is mostly funded with Bezos' money, which he has been quoted to saying he plans to use his Amazon fortune for space exploration, which he tries to recreate the NASA missions that he watched as a child to fuel his fascination. Even though he is running to become the first trillionaire in the world, Bezos would have been even richer if he had not gone through last year's most expensive divorce settlement in history. His ex-wife, Mackenzie Bezos, agreed to take 4% of Amazon's stock, worth $35.6 billion, and left the former husband of hers with the remaining 12% of the 16 that they had once shared. All the company voting rights of the couple were kept by Bezos as well. Now, while Jeff Bezos owns a private jet worth $65 million, he has also bought a car that is likely going to shock you. One you've probably seen at some point driving around your neighborhood. Well, in an agreement with Honda, which is valued for the low 5 figures for most vehicles, Bezos is often said to prefer driving himself around using that agreement and getting himself a Honda. In 1999, a profile that CBS's Bob Simon did for 60 Minutes on Bezos, resurfaced by GeekWire, showed Bezos driving the regular old Honda. After a laugh, Bezos responded when Simon asked, "What's with the Honda? This is a perfectly good car," Bezos said. Bezos, however, is also the proud owner of a stunning sports car collection, despite showing off the modesty when he drives around town. Bezos owns the winner of the Auto Design Award for Ferrari Pine and Farina Sergio, a car that is worth $3 million. Farina's Pine has a perfect balance between its man-machine interface, advanced technology, and its refined handcraft details. All are key components of the signature Ferrari sports car. He also owns the Mansory Bugatti Veyron, worth $3 million. The limited edition Veyron Mancheri integrates traditional craftsmanship and hand-picked materials and is the perfect combination of luxury and expert engineering. And finally, he owns the W Motors Lykan Hypersport $3.4 million against his tab. Furious 7 is the first hypercar created by W Engines to take center stage in Universal Studios. Yes, of Fast and Furious fame. It was featured in the movie as the hero car and the most expensive car in the Fast and Furious franchise ever to be featured. Well, that's going to do it for our video today. If you had money like Jeff Bezos, what would you do with all of it? Hopefully, giving us some. Express your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel.